What's up guys, Chasing Lamely here with episode number 79 of Robin's Revival. In today's episode we're playing Manchester United, so you might want to like, subscribe, ring the bell, leave some comments, all that good stuff, because we're in the closing stages of the season now. We are still very much in the hunt for a European place, and potentially in the hunt for the FA Cup. Who knows what could happen? Let's go through the intro, and let's see what's going on, and let's see if we can beat United. And so here we are then. League table is the place to start here because we currently sit in 5th in the Premier League. Chelsea have already secured that Conference League place in Europe. We sit on 55 points. Our opponents today, United, sit on 62 points just above us, as do Liverpool. So we have got a chance to at least bridge that gap, get it down to 4 points with a win today, which would be amazing. City behind us on 53, but we are 5 points clear of Villa. So a little bit of a cushion, which should help us out in trying to secure that European place. It is essentially at this point ours to lose. So, since we last met, we played Norwich in the last episode, we're still unbeaten in the calendar year of 2031. We beat Sheffield United 3-0 in the FA Cup 4th round, goals from Parody, Marcus Rashford and Wilmar Ruiz, which I'm pretty sure I told you we'd sign Rashford. I'm sure I did. I'm sure we were there. Anyway, we played Liverpool, drew 0-0 at home, then beat Chelsea 1-0 with a goal from Parody, beat Manchester City at the Etihad 4-2. Goals for Page, Connor and a brace for Parody. Parody then got a hat-trick in the 5th round of the FA Cup against Charlton, with Connor and Cerner rounding out the scoring. Tottenham a 1-1 draw at home with Connor scoring, and a 1-0 win over Sheffield United in our last game, with Parody scoring. And we're in the FA Cup quarter-final as well. We've got Burnley to play, and as you can see from the teams that remain, as long as we can avoid playing Arsenal or Newcastle in the semi-final, assuming we get through Burnley, we should be plain sailing all the way to the final, because if we can get Chelsea or West Brom, and West Brom are in better form than Chelsea right now, we should get to the final, which should be enough to secure us a place in the European, or the Europa League, I should say, because obviously Arsenal and Newcastle are very much the clear favourites, the top two favourites at least, for the Premier League title. So one of them you would think will pick that up. They'll both qualify for the Champions League. We could still get into the Champions League, but we've got a couple of avenues open to us to get into Europe, is essentially what I'm saying. Otherwise, there's nothing to catch you up on, so we should just go play United. So, the starting line today then is going to be Martina in goal, Konoplia at right back, Obadima, Mancini and Gallego are going to make up the rest of the defence. Page, the defensive midfielder, Ruiz and Boney in the midfield, or Bonnie, I'm still not sure. Connor and Rashford on the wings, Parody up top, and on the bench, Ramon, Fair, Ndidi, Kubo, Cerner, Solari, Dembele, Amy and Bjorkan. So a fairly strong bench to pick from. A lot of defensive options on it, but a fairly strong bench nonetheless to pick from. In terms of players missing, Cade Gordon has picked up a slight knock, so he's not available today. I believe we're also missing Darren Taylor because of international duty, and Chaprinia is out injured for a few weeks, but he will join us permanently at the end of the season. So, on to the game, on to United. Let's go get a win. In the dressing room here, I think I'm going to go for will the underdogs here go out and give the fans a performance to cheer for, because we are still the underdogs, despite being only 7 points behind United. They are very much stronger than us. Their squad is absolutely ridiculous. We'll skip the tunnel interview because nobody cares. He's just going to ask some stupid questions, and I don't care. We know the first goal is crucial, buddy. Stop asking the question. Right, so on to the game. Kicked off. Let's see what we can do. Throw in now with Konoplia. Far side goes to Connor, to Page. Page, plenty of time and space. Goes looking for Boney. Finds Mancini, and Mancini with a volley. What on earth have I just witnessed? That's a centre-half scoring a rocket volley from the edge of the box. That was insane. Let's have another look at this slightly slower on the replay. Page here turns his man, cuts the ball across. Boney heads it down, and Mancini just turns and hoofs it top bins. Great stuff by Mancini, and we are ahead at Old Trafford. And suddenly, things are looking up in terms of where we could potentially finish in the league. We'll keep an eye on the table, see what the goal difference balance looks like, but I think we can possibly do something great here today. Well, Wan-Bissaka on for Tonali, but Gallego is the one that picks it up. Boney to Rashford. Rashford gives the ball away. Forgot which team he was playing for then. Abram puts it through to Areso, and Areso puts it wide. And I'm going to yell some praise at the boys in the hope it fires them up ready to achieve the big result today, because that is going to be vitally important. Wan-Bissaka now to Tonali, to Kessie, Sancho, Abram, to Owen. Owen turns his man, goes on a run, but Martina is there to make the save, and he's looked very, very good since we signed him. I actually signed Araujo allegedly to be our first choice goalkeeper, but he's barely got a look in because Martina has been so good. A free kick now for United. Sancho puts the ball into the box. Martina with a Hollywood save. He could have just let that go and taken the goal kick, which honestly I probably would have preferred, but we'll go with it. Rolls out to Mancini, the goal scorer. Page, back to Mancini. Boney, all the way back to Martina. Mancini and Martina are having a bit of a keep ball session. I don't really want to be keeping the ball in our box. Wrench on forward. Rashford finds Boney. Ruiz tries the through ball, can't find it. Sancho now to Tonali. Abram to Areso. Can we do something here about this? Gallego there to essentially break down the play after the tackle from Mancini, and half-time is not very far away, and we're looking very, very good value for our lead right now. We are behind on XG, but ahead on possession. That's what's really important. Happy with performance so far. Keep it up. There is really nothing else to say. Ruiz not having the best performance of his career, and Page on his traditional yellow card, but I'm sure we'll make us work somehow. Right, corner now with Boney, puts it into the box. Hopefully the parody can't get there, but Connor will pick this up, back post, finds Ruiz. Ruiz to Obadima, ball over the top, looking for Connor. Can Jason Connor create something across the box? Parody with the header, and Parody off the underside of the crossbar, it looked like, has put it away for a 2-0 lead. Juan Musso, by the way, in the goal for United. I looked at signing him in the summer, and I'm glad I didn't, because, frankly, we've got better options in goal right now. Obadima, though, with a great ball over to Connor. First time cross, and Parody just gets there to head it on the underside of the bar. 2-0 up, and we are embarrassing United at Old Trafford, and we love to see it. Corner now, Take, one of the substitutes, is going to be the guy taking it, puts it into the box, headed away by a guy whose name I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce. Take now on the ball, picks it back up from Connor, turns his man, Solari, back to Take. Take into Solari again, who puts it over the bar. Subs, in case you're wondering, and Didi came on for Page. Take, he came on for Ruiz. And I've sent Solari on for Marcus Rashford because he could not get the job done at Old Trafford. It looks like they're down to 10 men as well. Hansen Arowan is off injured, and I could take Ndidi off, but I feel like he's just got a knock. We'll leave him on, have the extra man advantage, or half man advantage, for the last few minutes. As time ticks away, we are looking very, very good value here for a 2-0 win, so we're going to praise the boys while we still have a chance. Time ticking away in injury time. There surely cannot be any more surprises here. Take with a corner, puts it into the box, header at the back post, Parody just over the bar. And he could have had a hat-trick by now very easily. Goal kick for United, but I've got to feel like this is the last few actions of the game. Declan Rice to Soyuncu, I think that's pronounced. Wan-Bissaka, and that's the final whistle. 2-0 away at Old Trafford. Our unbeaten run continues, and we are potentially very, very much in the hunt for some Champions League football next season. Against all the odds, we're in the hunt for Champions League football. We are going to do the tunnel review because the momentum was with us. Result and performance is impressed with that. Proofs in the pudding, blah, blah, blah. Good stuff. Great stuff. So, I mean, you can't complain, can you? 4 points behind United, 5 points clear of City. We're closer to the Champions League right now than we'll ever be again this season, potentially. But that's worked out well, and we're 14 games unbeaten in the league. Wilfred Ndidi out for a couple of days, which is fine. Obadima, we're going to praise him because he did very, very well in that game. And I think that's a good place to wrap it up. So, for the next episode, Monday's episode, we're either coming back for this game against Aston Villa on the last day of the season, or the FA Cup final if we get there, whichever comes first. I think the FA Cup final comes the week before the last game of the season off the top of my head. So that's either or. Either or, it's hard to say because we don't know if we're going to make it through or not. So, anyway guys, thank you much for watching. I have always been Chasing Laveley. Don't forget like, subscribe, leave comments, all that good stuff down below. Ring the bell for notifications whenever I put new episodes of this out, or indeed our F1 Manager 22 series, which if you like F1, it's worth checking out. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. I have been Chasing Laveley. I'll see you all very soon. Have a good one.